right. Hey, it's good to see you guys. We're doing a new little segment called Meet the Members. All right. And the member we're meeting today, we're going to be talking with Ivan Price today. And I'm really excited about having a little bit of time to talk with him. He's actually our guinea pig. You're the first one, Ivan,
Oh, wow.
to to do this with us. So everything that can go wrong, we're going to try to get it
It's going to
wrong.
happen today.
Get
Okay.
it wrong with you when we're here. But we're just, we got a couple weeks where we're going to be a little safer at the church. So we're trying to just do only our Sunday morning service, our 10 a.m. service, and everything else we're trying to get people to be distant. So we're not going to be as big a threat to share the virus and stuff.
It's understandable.
And
Yeah.
so we thought, you know what, if we're going to do that, why don't we take some of this time to use some of our studio stuff that we've got set up and say, hey, you didn't have to come Wednesday night, and so come on up and let's have a little conversation.
Sounds great.
I'm
Yep.
hoping to have Sunday school teachers and deacons and just people. In fact, one of our janitors here at the church, we got a crew that comes in.
Yeah.
One of them is a pastor down in Thomasville.
Oh, really?
And I think next week he and I are going to sit down when he's in after he finishes cleaning and sit down and just have a conversation.
Well, that'd be great.
So I'm looking forward to having those conversations. So thanks for being here, Ivan.
You're very welcome. Glad to be here.
Yeah, I think of everybody in the church. I've known you the longest because you
That's
were
true.
part of that committee. You and I were, first time I talked to you and I were talking together.
That's right. We were on the phone a good bit.
Yeah.
And then eventually you and your family were able to, Cambry and Kimberly were able to come down and be with us and for a weekend. And it was a great experience.
It was a real good experience. It was real good to get to know everybody. It was a different experience because it was still in the middle of all the stuff. I mean, the church was still very limited in what they're doing.
Yep.
But it's good to be here. It was good to have some open time this summer, and it's good to know that we got the ability to come back and be safe again. And
That's true. That's
so
true.
yeah, so we're pretty excited about that. So really, I don't have any agenda with these things other than, hey, we want you to have an opportunity to see some people's faces, maybe online. Selfishly, we like some people to join our YouTube page because they like your face better than my face. And so if
I doubt it.
one of your kids is like, hey, there's Dad, let's watch him, give us an opportunity to share some of that stuff. But you wear a lot of hats around here, right? I mean, we're trying to get some of those hats off, but you're wearing a lot of hats, right?
I have, and this year I'm kind of on an off year. I'm still teaching Sunday school,
Yeah.
and I do enjoy teaching Sunday school. We have a great Sunday school class. My class is co-ed 3, and we have a mixture of people. After we came back from from COVID back in July, our class was quite different
Yeah.
than it had been. But the last time that we had gotten together,
Yeah.
and we had members that had passed away, members who during that time frame had become sick, not from or more homebound, not sick necessarily from the standpoint of COVID, but just various issues in their lives, because all of us are getting a little age on us, and the effects of life come around for folks in our class. But we still have a good class of about 10 people. We have a good time together. You
guys are pretty active. I mean, I hear stories of maybe once a month you guys going out to eat or doing things together.
We try to do that. We probably don't hit it every month, but we do try to get together once a month to have a meal. You were at our Christmas gathering over at the Garrisons, and that's something that we didn't do it in 2020, but we had a good time this past time being able to get back together for Christmas, and so we enjoyed that too.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. We've got an engineer back there. Cambry's helping us back there, and I saw somebody post that they were having trouble hearing stuff, so we're trying to make sure that the volume is going out there. We can see it looks like our bars are going just well. So if you're having trouble hearing us, let us know, because Cambry's back there clicking buttons right away, and I know you're probably wondering why is Cambry out of school, but it's exam week.
Exam week. Yep.
And I'm a proud daddy. Now she's walking out on me, but I'm a proud daddy, and so she's got all A's and good attendance, and so she doesn't have to go to her exams, and so proud of that. But she's trying to get that. So if you're watching and you can't hear, just let us know. She's trying to keep all of that going good. But yeah, I like hearing your. All right, so if we're trying to encourage some of the other Sunday school classes, where's a good place for people to go with their Sunday school class? For a good meal. That's some places are so loud, or some places only have little tables. Where do you go?
Well, we go generally to the Southern Family Restaurant out in Pofftown. It's on 421 that runs out through Pofftown, but it's right where you turn on Transu to go to Reagan High School.
Okay, yeah.
It's right in that little cluster of once you make the turn, it's right there on your right hand side. And we've been going there for quite a while, off and on. That's not the only place that we've been, but they have the room, they have the menu that people seem to enjoy, and we're able to just have a really good time. The last time that we met in that format, I thought we were going there, but a couple of members of our class, Betty Allgood and her husband, had us out to their place where they live.
Oh, good.
And we had a really, really good time doing that with being with Betty and Bill. Bill Hayes is her husband, and we really enjoyed that. So we do get together, and the fellowship goes beyond just the classroom, and we do have some folks that are really ill, and we need to keep all of those folks in our prayers, not just in our class, but all over the church.
Yeah,
people
across
that
the
are,
church. Yeah. And honestly, we talk about this current wave, we're shutting stuff down. I've actually heard of more people in the church either actually testing positive for this, and really, actually, I've heard more people say, well, I've had this really, really bad cold for a week, and I haven't gone to the doctor about it yet. And so I've heard a lot of people that just have tried to kind of work their way through, and I encourage them. I'm like, go to your doctor, get that test, make sure you know what you got.
Yeah.
But it does seem like, just kind of number wise, it seems like we've had more people that have contracted it this time around. Maybe not as severe. Like, I haven't heard anybody saying, I've really had to go get oxygen. I mean, that last Delta wave, we had several that had to be hospitalized for a while and get oxygen. And so I'm praising God that hasn't happened this time. But it does seem like it's kind of worked its way around, and it could be mixed with the cold and the flu. I mean, it's that season anyways, but
it's absolutely the truth. My grandson, my oldest grandson, he actually Christmas Day started feeling poorly, and so the next couple of days he felt bad, and his parents are pharmacists, and they brought home one of the kits to test him, and it tested negative, but he wasn't getting better. and so eventually he's 17, but his doctor's still the pediatrician. He went there, and they did the more extensive test, and sure enough, he had it. And so you do need to be careful. I think.
Got to be careful. And that's why I love what we're capable of doing at the church. I mean, if you come on Sunday morning, that it's going to be distanced. We have stuff roped off, ready to go. We've got free masks. Anybody comes, they can pick up a mask and wear that. I know a lot of you like the choir over Christmas time, but that the one thing they would tell churches, it's that singing time when everybody's out there singing and doing stuff that, all right, my engineer is trying to fix stuff. I think I've done something wrong, and she's trying to fix stuff. Is that what you want? Evidently, when I turn my face to look at you, I'm not looking at. That is high quality engineering.
I tell you,
that's what she's here for.
And very capable at staying off camera too.
She did a good job. We need a camera back here that can shine what they're doing. I completely forgot where we were on that. But no, just the church being safe. Yeah. And so I love that. I love that we're being safe. The choir will come back for all those people that were afraid it was just kind of a Christmas thing. It will come back. We just don't want everybody there trying to sing robustly. crammed on the stage together.
Yeah.
And so once we get past this Delta wave, we'll get back to having the choir there, having Pat there, just give us an opportunity to do that. So that'll be good for us. But I appreciate the kind of the opportunities we have to be safe, but also to keep engaging in ways like this.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that's online, and if you can tune in, like Morning Louisville, Louisville Morning. Did I get it backwards?
That's fine.
And Sweet Tea with the Pastors, and now these presentations, and I listened to the Wednesday night service last night.
That's good.
About 9:00, and
Well, that's the nice thing. We're going to be putting like Sunday school on at 8:30, and I know some people say, well, why 8:30? And this was before we knew that the weather might be bad this Sunday, but the thought was, if you normally come to Sunday school at 9, well, you probably had to leave your house at 8:30.
That's right.
So now watch the Sunday school at 8:30 and then leave your house, and you'll be at church in time for services. But if you're one of those people that wants to sleep in, and when church is over, go home and do your Sunday school in the afternoon. That's the nice thing about the videos.
Anytime.
Yeah, I mean,
there.
Kim will watch them. She'll watch them like during her break time. So she has a third hour break or third class break, and she is, she's doing a lot of her exercises. So she'll walk around the building, and that's when she'll turn on Louisville Morning. So it's Louisville afternoon for her, but that's when she watches it. So I think that's one of the nice things about being able to do that online. So we're gonna keep pushing that, and I think that'll help. And one of the things I've wanted to do is I think that it's real powerful when just members of the church share their testimonies and tell people about where they've come from, what God's doing in their life. But a lot of people are nervous about standing up in front of the church. And what I would like us to begin doing, as we get farther on this year, one of the things we're talking about in this vision for the church is we're talking about the vision to to shine that light, personally. How are we going to shine that light personally? And so this was something that I wanted to do anyways, but bring people in, record what they're doing, and then show it like Sunday morning before during the countdown, show it Sunday morning, and people could hear testimonies.
Yeah.
And I think the documenting it, having some of our members that have been in the church for 60 years to be able to tell their stories of the history of the church. And I think that's useful to pass on to a new generation, for them to know, where the church has been, and hopefully for the next generation to pick up that mantle and give honor to where the church has been and take the church in that direction in the future.
There's a lot of people here that have been in this church for many, many years.
Yeah.
Many years.
Yeah.
We came here probably, I'm going to say 1980.
Okay.
It was right in that time frame.
The last time Georgia won a national championship.
About
right?
the same time.
Yeah. That's harassing Leslie down the hall.
Yeah.
That's
I was just talking to her about that. She's not over that yet. She's still enjoying it. But I grew up here, not here, but I grew up in Winston-Salem on Norwood Street. And I went to, from the first memories I have of going to church, it's always been a Baptist.
Yeah.
And we went to Ardmore when I was young, and then some of the folks there split out and started a different church over on Everett Street called Westview.
okay.
It's the Shepherd Center now. The church never blossomed. It grew old,
Yeah.
and eventually just ended. After a good while after my family left, when we came back from the Navy, after I got out of the Navy, we were living in Greensboro and continued to go to Westview,
Yeah.
which is not the best decision you might make, because it was a added trip on Sunday morning to make yourself get up and go for 30 or 45 minutes to get back over here. But when we moved to Louisville, when I got transferred to the Winston-Salem office, we started visiting down here, and my wife and I, we went to the co-ed class downstairs, and I think I told Elsie Black's son this the other day that she was the teacher, and we were the only two people in the class. But she was instrumental in bringing us to
That's great.
Louisville, and she has always been, you know, an inspiration. And there's many people here that have been over the last 40, 42 years, whatever it's been.
Yeah.
It's been a really good experience. It's like most any experience that you have. It's sort of what you put into it too.
Oh yeah.
And over the years, I think that that me personally, that as opportunities came up, which I might have really at times in my life not embraced, they kept coming, and I just kept trying to do it.
Yeah.
Like teaching, that's not something I would just normally
Right.
ever have jumped into. But you learn that, particularly in the classes that I've been in, the class that I've been in, that you get more out of it than really much more than what you put into it.
Yeah.
To a great extent. So we've always had a good experience, and have enjoyed our time here at Louisville.
Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I've enjoyed it too. It's been great to be able to, get to know these things. Right above us is the historical room. I'll go up there and spend time in the historical room and see what's up there. Just everything about that I've enjoyed getting to know it. I've enjoyed having just a chance to talk with you, Ivan. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us. And
I'm more than happy to. I've enjoyed it.
well, good. Well, good. Well, it's been good spending some time with y'all. And if you want to come and do this, you could see Ivan survived. You can check on him tomorrow. Make sure he's still around. But we'd love to have an opportunity to share more of our stories of the church with more people. And we've already got 2 or 3 that are lined up we're going to pre-record some tonight, and then as many as possible. We're doing this live right now, so if Ivan makes a mistake, there's no going back. It's out there on the internet because the internet never forgets. Yeah. But we're recording some. So if you work during the day, or if you can't be here in the afternoon, we could sit down and record. And my hope is next deacons meeting is February 6th, and that's when that COVID team will meet, and we'll make adjustments. And my expectations is it will probably loosen up some by then, based off of what historically has happened in other places. But until then, this is just a good opportunity for us just to kind of share some time together. I just thank you so much for coming by.
It's been great. Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, God bless you guys. We'll see you guys soon, and we're going to see if our engineer turns us off or if we're just going to talk and have her do stuff.